Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. What I do for you. You know it's lesson time. Teachers in when I got the cap on. You know what we doing. We're in class. So let's do what we do. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask you, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. Why you whispering? What's the secret? Sorry. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. And to my yacht be true. Oh, we back to the classroom. I got something nice for you today. Right thinkers, let's talk about the general principles of Shetaut. Now, this is a different book. Now, I done been through a whole bunch of books, but this is all I know in, and it's all about Shetaut philosophy. And it's the teachings that presented in the Commission scriptures. Y'all got 10 Commandments. They got 42 Nabi confessions. Everybody got rules that govern them. These are the rules that the Shetaut philosophy follows. Let's go over them one at a time. At the top of the list, this is how they live a philosophy that they live by. First of all, watch this. Now, each one, the purpose of life is to what? Become rich and famous? No. To get and attain what they call the Great Awakening, enlightenment, or better known, my favorite, know thyself. That's where my whole philosophy generates from, these concepts. Right here. This where it started, yeah. And this was my favorite. Shetaut. I substituted for right thinking philosophy, but this is all about Shetaut. I ain't got to push my stuff right now. I'm going from the book. This is what I learned. I just put my twist to it, but this is how I learned it. That's how I'm going to teach you. Watch this. Now, Shetaut. When you learning this, you're listening, you're reading, you're trying to figure out how can you incorporate that. Watch this. Shetaut enjoins the Shedi, which is study, spiritual investigation. What does that mean? You need to study about God, understand God, know the concepts in the philosophy about God, and then when you implement it, you will know God for yourself. That's what this is all about. And as the highest endeavor of life is to know thyself. It takes Shedi, study. Shetaut is teaching you the hidden secrets. Shetaut again, enjoins that it is the responsibility of who? Every human being to what? To promote order and truth. This is the way of life. I'm taking it personal. Moving on. And if you do this, you will see a difference. And I'm going to show you in the end when I get to there. But right now, listen to the things that you're going to do, the things that you're going to practice, the stuff that you're going to emulate. That's going to make you a better person. And if everybody did that, watch the difference in society in which they had the best civilization known to man following this philosophy. So Shetaut Netta enjoins what? That the performance of what? My favorite, selfless service to family first, community second, and then humanity. What kind of person does that? Right thinkers, no, good Christians, Muslims, or Jews, any religion that they all say the same thing. They all hold you accountable to do the same thing. So whatever religion you follow, I ain't got a problem with that. But it's the act that you need to do. That makes all the difference in the world. Let's go. Again, number 5, I done went from 1 to, Number 4 was enjoining the performance, of selfless service, first to family, community, and then to humanity. So you're doing good work across the board. Everybody benefits from the good work. Number 5, Shetaut Netta enjoins the protection of what? Nature. I'm just leaving that there. We are polluting and we doing everything against the earth. The earth won't take but so much what we not doing, what? Protecting her. She protects herself at a certain point. Moving on. Number 6, Shetaut Netta also enjoins the protection of the weak and the oppressed. If this was the Bible, they'll be talking about the black man in the situation we're in today. I'm just saying. But if you had things in place to avoid that, that would not happen. But it do happen, and we're there now. What you gonna do about it? Number 7, Shetaut Netta enjoys the caring for who? The hungry. We see a lot of that going on, and how many of us feeding the hungry? I'm just saying. I see my man, young kid, doing his tribute to his mentor, and went and fed a bunch of inmates in detention center down there for the youth. Good work. That's good work. Again, you can recognize good work. Shetaut Netta enjoys what? The caring for the homeless. That's done ran rampant. They can't stop it. They ain't trying to. Moving on. But if you at least help somebody out, why? I've been homeless before. Moving on, another story. But again, been there too. So I do the best I can for those who are in need. All right. Shetaut Netta enjoys what? Excuse me. Equality for all people. Dun, 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 dun. We know that's not the society that we live in today. I ain't even gonna go there. Shetaut Netta enjoins the equality between man and woman. Moving on. Shetaut Netta enjoins justice for all. You compare these philosophies of our ancient ancestors to today's society, don't come close. Ain't even in the ballpark, personally. So let's go. Let me give you some more. I'm almost there. Shetaut Netta philosophy enjoins what? The sharing of resources. I got something you need. You got something I need. And we can barter. Get them, Lee. Not so fast, my friend. In today's society, it don't work that way. Next one, number 13. I'm almost done. We got 14 of them. Shetaut Netta also enjoins what? The protection of proper raising of children. I can go a whole bunch of ways with that, but I'm going to be nice and keep it politically correct. Children are meant to be disciplined early. Why? They didn't have jails. So later on, it's too late. Early takes care of those problems. Answer that question. Moving on. Shetaut Netta enjoys the movement towards what? Balance and peace. I'm learning how to do these things in my life. Why? Because there's a whole lot of things I could say and ways to go that because I've learned how to balance, and I'm a peaceful type of brother at this point. The hostility and the hatred and the anger that I'm trying to eradicate don't stop and make me say do things that I may later on regret because I felt a certain way. That's improvement. Okay? But that was the laws that our philosophy, she taught not to follow us, Shimshu, Netherlands, we implement that. It don't hurt us to do that. I'm doing it now. Again, my favorite. See this here picture right here? For those who don't know, that's not water that their boat is on. That's Apophis or a pet, okay? The serpent that wants to stop Ra, which sits here from shining, okay? He's in the underworld. He's in his domain. The top part of earth is where he shines. In the Dua, he got to fight for his life. You know who that is? That's Set. That's your ego. He's fighting against the real enemy of Ra. He's not an enemy of Ra. He's just an uncouth person who needs to be in check. And when you put him in check, he be your best fighter. I call him the honey badger, okay? But you see who's behind him? Look at the headdress. Remember, the lessons is when you start seeing these headdresses, you know who they are. That's Ra, okay? King sitting on the throne in his boat. He got Tahuti with him, and he got Haru with him, okay? He also got the Ujat, the all-seeing eye. But they are what? Not moving. Only one that's in fight mode is the ego. Why? It's always fighting to the end. That's the fight that's in you. They say the side of the dog in the fight, the side of the fight in the dog. Set with your ego is the fighter that's never going to give up, okay? That's the diehard that's in you. And let me run through this right quick. This is a good little quick lesson. The forces of entropy. That's what's called a Netherlandian religion. In religion, there is no concept of what? Evil as is conceptualized in the Western culture. Rather, it is understood that what? The forces of entropy are constantly working in nature to bring what? That which has been constructed by human hand, aka God, to their original natural state, back to nothing, the abyss, the noon. So Apophis don't want light. Apophis want to go back to the noon. What? Dark. The serpent, Apep, or Apophis, they got a meteorite that they call the Apophis that's coming our way. Another lesson. But the concept is, its goal is to what? To darken, okay? To bring destruction. It's coming our way. Another lesson, but the whole concept, that's what prophets represent from my ancients. And they know that, so they gave it that name. Okay, another lesson. But watch this. A prophet's job who daily tries to stop Ra's boat of creation. Okay? Remember, I had known he came out the boat with God and goddesses. That's the concept. And it's the symbol of entropy, which is what? This concept of entropy has been referred to as what? You ready? Chaos. We know it as evil. Okay, not good. And it's constant. Same thing, the same quality that y'all give the devil. I understand why, because I understand where you got it from, so I have a problem with that. But I'm telling you, we know about chaos. Maya is the counterpart to that. Okay? Chaos is unbalanced, evil. Anything that's not right and good, that's chaos. We got Captain Chaos. I gave him that name for that reason. Understand it. Watch this. I'm back to my lesson. Sorry. But in the Western civilization, y'all call it chaos. Okay? By Western Egyptologists. Okay? But on that boat, it shows what? Set protecting the boat of Ra from the real forces of entropy, symbolized by who? The serpent Apep. Okay? He wants to keep Ra from shining. Even Ra has an opponent. Okay, again, they show you the balance. If you got good, you gotta have bad. If you got light, you gotta have what? Dark. Opposites. That's the never-ending story. The black and white checkered floor, the toss and Indian floor, they showing you black and white. Why? They don't go together. Black is black, white is white. A little bit of black, a little bit of white. You got the yin and the yang, the philosophical concept. Again, you can't have one without the other. Moving on. This is a philosophy. Moving on. But now watch this. Now, as expressed previously in the Netherlandian religion, there is no concept of the devil. So your ego ain't the devil. No. It's the part of you that you need to have under control, or it will lead you to what? Self-destruct. The emblem, the hieroglyphic for the ego is what? A man with a hatchet to his head is self-destructive. That don't make it the devil. Okay. Now, or a demon, as is conceived, what? In your Judean, Christian, or even Islamic traditions. Again, y'all manifested the concept and philosophy that works for y'all. It fits into your religious concepts. Don't have a problem with that. But rather, it is what? Understood from our ancients that manifestations of what? Detrimental situations and adversity arise as what? A direct result, you ready? Of your unrighteous actions, aka karma. You reap what you sow. If you put bad out, what you gonna get in return? Yeah, thank you. If you put good out, righteous actions, virtuous, good things, what you get in return? Yeah, blessings. Oh, you didn't know that? Let me help you out. You get a blessing. These unrighteous actions are due to what? You ready? Satanian. Y'all call it Satan. Devil. It's just set. Your egoistic qualities in all human beings. Why? It's you. Set is that netheroo of what? Egoism. The self. The negative qualities which arise from what? Egoism. You, again, egoism is what? The idea of individuality. Me, I. Selfish, okay? And it's based on, again, identification with the body and mind, but only as being who one is. That means you're ignorant to who you really are, but the ego will lead you to believe this is who you are, and that's not the truth. So you have to what? Conquer that to move on to be better. If not, you're going to be stuck in what? The cycle of life where you ain't growing, you're not getting better, and you ain't doing the right things. So you're going to constantly what? Fail and reincarnate. And one who has no deeper awareness of the deeper spiritual essence, your higher self, knowing thyself, and watch this, thus no understanding of their connectedness to all other objects, including persons in creation, and of the divine self, which is the essence of who we are. When you are ignorant of that, our ancients taught that, they lived that, they understood that, they passed it down. I have it now. I'm doing the same thing. Why? I'm living it. I'm manifesting and I'm teaching it. Why? We need to know this. Moving on. That's why, if no other reason. And when the ego that most of us don't even know we got is under the control of the higher nature, you're living for your lower self, pleasures of the flesh, monetary things, money, pleasure. Those are things that human beings love. Okay? That's why it's here for you. It fights what? The forces of entropy as above. But however, watch this. When the ego is beset with ignorance, it's fighting for all the wrong reasons and fight all the wrong people. That's why itself, watch this, it leads to what? The degraded states of human existence, aka fetters, brought on by the ignorance of yourself, and the things you do is caused on for that purpose and that reason. That's why we suffer lack of knowledge. The vices of egoism. You ready? There are a few of them. Egoism, selfishness, extrovertedness, wanting sexuality, lust, jealousy, envy, greed, gluttony, are all results of what? Your lower nature of the physical body. Those are all qualities that just catering to the physical needs of the body, not the spiritual aspects of your character, who you really are. That's the lesson. I hope you understood it. But I'm doing my thing, hopefully teaching and enlightening those who want to be. I'll be right back with some more good stuff. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, make 100 minus a day. So I never knew that my right thinkers who started to know themselves have passed away. I got you. Tune in. Stay tuned. I'll be back.